It's estimated that 80% of people will experience back pain in their lifetime. And while there is no one-size-fits-all routine to follow for back pain, there are 3 exercises that have been shown in the research to be safe and effective for people who are experiencing back pain. So let's get started with the first exercise as described by Stuart McGill in his book, Back Mechanic. The exercise is called a modified curl up. By the way, if you're new here to this channel, welcome. I'm Tim Fraticelli. I'm a physical therapist, and on this channel, we love talking about all things physical therapy to help you make progress toward your goals. And if your goal is to get rid of back pain, let me know by giving this video a like below. Okay, the first exercise is called a modified curl up. This is not a sit-up, and if you have back pain, you really shouldn't be doing any sit-ups at all. The curl up is done while lying on your back with your hands placed just under the curve of your lumbar spine. Keep one leg extended and bring the other leg up into a bent position. The movement has 3 parts. You want to begin by tightening your abdominals enough to brace your trunk, but not so much that your low back flattens into the table. Next, lift your elbows slightly so that they hover at your sides, keeping your hands under the curve of your lumbar spine. Now slightly lift your head and shoulders off the floor, keeping your neck and your low back as still and stable as possible. Hold this position for 10 seconds, then relax into the starting position. Perform 5 of these to start and rest for about 30 seconds. McGill recommends performing another 3 repetitions, then to rest again, and then 1 repetition, and then you're done with this exercise. You can alternate legs with each side, but if you have pain on one side, keep the knee on that side bent. Now, if this exercise seems really simple, that's because it is, but don't underestimate its effectiveness here. It's not meant to make you sweat like you would with a heavy workout, but it's still meant to make you feel like you're doing work. But the main point of this exercise is to restore your ability to move in a pain-free capacity and to relearn the appropriate abdominal bracing and breathing required to perform this movement pain-free. Okay, on to exercise number 2, the side bridge or the side plank. And if you have back pain right now, one of the best stabilization exercises you can do is a side plank like this every single day. Perform the movement by lying on your side with your knees bent at 90 degrees. Hinge your hips forward like you would in a squat, but prop yourself up onto your elbows in the side plank position. Now hold this position for 10 seconds, then relax for 10 seconds, and repeat 3 to 4 more times on this side before moving on to the other side. Perform the same number of repetitions on your other side for 10 seconds each. As this becomes easier with time, progress to the full side bridge, supporting your body from your feet and elbows, holding the side plank position for 10 seconds, building up to 6 repetitions. McGill recommends a descending pyramid approach starting with 6 repetitions, resting for 30 seconds, then 4 repetitions, rest again, then 2 repetitions, and then you're done. Okay, so we've done the modified curl up, we've added the side plank, and now it's time to add my favorite exercise to the mix, the bird dog exercise. Start on a firm surface on your hands and your knees so that your spine feels like it's in a neutral position. You may need to perform a couple light cat-camel movements to get that right spot where it feels most comfortable. Now stiffen your abdominals like you're bracing for someone to punch you in the gut. This is your starting position, and you'll lift one arm and the opposite leg at the same time. Your goal with this movement is to hold each position for 8 to 10 seconds, alternating sides with a descending repetition progression. For example, try starting with 6 movements, then rest for 30 seconds, then go down to 4 movements, then rest for 30 seconds, and perform 2 movements, and you're done. You can make this exercise more challenging by sweeping the floor with your arm and your hip. Just make sure that you keep your spine from twisting or rotating. If the bird dog exercise is too difficult, modify the movement at the edge of a chair or a countertop so that you can still work on the stabilization component without getting down on the ground or putting pressure through your knees. As you work through the curl up, the side plank, and the bird dog, aim to stay consistent with the number of repetitions that you do for each movement. In his book, Back Mechanic, Professor McGill recommends keeping each movement even with the same number of repetitions so that you maintain a balanced approach with each exercise. For people with back pain, these 3 exercises should be done in mid-morning and the evening around dinner time so that you have the energy and the stamina to perform them correctly. Work on them daily, and also make sure that you're addressing the key factors that are causing your back pain in the first place. I'm going to be going over some of the key assessments you can use to identify those factors that are causing your pain, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and to give this video a like if you found it to be helpful. Hey, thanks for watching this video. As always, keep making progress toward your goals, and I know you'll be successful. I'll see you in the next video.